No, you can't be in this one. Hey guys, and welcome to Toribash Replay Showcase with me, Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. So this week, I'm flying solo. It kind of feels like a while since I've actually done that, but yes, Cameron's not here, so I'm doing this by myself. And we have a couple more replays than normal due to community stuff and Moff's pick. So settle in for probably still not a longer episode than normal, but yeah, still a bit longer than it used to be when I did this by myself. This is Duckface Strikes Again by Dark God Abyss. This is one of those 3 replays Abyss got for the name change donations a very long time ago. And we're opening with it. No, we're not. We're opening with it today. We're not opening him. That'd be weird. This is a sort of swordy, sparry sort of deal. Pretty cool. A lot of stuff going on. Really hard to actually kind of focus on one thing. Also, as I'm finding out right now, very hard to get the right camera angle on this, but I will keep trying. Hey, a decap. All right. Still wish I had slow-mo. Those telling me to downgrade, I have. Still no slow-mo. I'm back on 4.8 now because I feel like there's still benefits to doing that. But I tried downgrading and it still didn't give me my slow-mo back. So I'm not sure if it's something on my end or whatever. I'm still trying to get it fixed, but yeah, it's a whole mess. All right, let's see what that decap is. I mean, again, it spars pretty hard to... Hey, that actually looked really cool. It's really hard to talk about a spa. It's more just to kind of observe the awesome than it is an actual deconstruction of the replay and discussion of what's going on. So let's just observe. Let's just watch. I'm trying to keep an eye because Jeff loses his sword at one point. I'm trying to work out when that is. I assume it sort of gets kicked out of his hand or something, surely. No, wait, get a better angle. There we go. I'm trying to keep an eye on the sword. It's really hard to get it. There we go. It gets kind of like parried out of the hand. That's really cool. And then slash to the neck to get the decap. Very, very cool. Also quite fond of the Fu Manchu facial hair. I've not seen that in the game before. That might be relatively new, or maybe no one uses it. Anyway, moving along, this is Ross's pick, Chilled Savior. We're getting the community replay and Moff's pick out of the way early, which is rare. Didn't even realize I'd done that. Savior by Chilladon, who through a series of coincidences is actually in this show twice. It just so happened one of his other replays was next in the queue and was awesome, and then Ross picked this as his Moff's pick. I'll talk more about what the Moff's pick is at the end, although I imagine most of you are probably aware of it by now. But yes, this is Ross Barker's Moff's pick, Chilladon Savior by Chilladon, or Chilled Savior by Chilladon. I actually seen this replay. That's very, very cool. That's kind of the thing with Moff's pick. I don't actually watch the replays that get sent in. I kind of trust they'll be awesome and just leave it to be a surprise. It's pretty cool. Right, so let's actually look at what happened there. Was there something said? No, that was the name. It looked like there was an emote above the head. So it's sort of like kick to the arm to sort of slightly angle Jeff, I guess. Punch to the chest to bifurcate. Grab to something. I didn't see that. Let's take another look. Grab to the armpit, I guess, to get the decap, or the... We need a new name for that. It's not quite a decap because the head's still attached, but you can kind of see why the word springs to mind, you know? Maybe I'll leave that in the comments. Stump capped? I don't know. Somebody come up with something better in the comments. But it's really cool replay. I quite like the sleepy pose. The edge. Dead, done, bored now. It's pretty cool. And obviously the shutter shades, which always look really funny from Tory Cam because you can see them like whipping around like that. And then just meh and down. Lovely. Sleeping with the sunglasses on. It's a great way to go blind. Made that up. That's not a scientific fact. Don't worry if you sleep with sunglasses on. Don't know why you would, but it won't make you go blind. That was not backed by any kind of science. Yeah, that's really nice. Let's take a look at it from the old... That's not Jeff Cam. Where's Jeff? There he is. Nope, wait. It's been a while since I've had to do that. That impact looked pretty cool. Quite like the foot decap. Let's kick to the arm, and then donk. Yeah, I like it. Not quite worthy of a boom, I'll be honest. Not quite worthy of a boom, but it's still pretty cool. All right, so moving along, this is a powerful kick. Sorry, this exclamation marks. Powerful kick. Die! By A1V3. This is, I don't remember putting out. Oh, this was I guess a 360. I like to throw in the 360. I'm talking out of my ass. I have no idea why this. I mean, it's cool. I like it. I do not remember putting it in the show. I was trying to think of like, yeah, you know, like a reason for why this one might have been picked. Like, yeah, I like to put in the 360 ones every now and again. That's not true. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I picked this one while drunk or something. Not that it's bad. I like it, but yeah, there's probably one other one in the queue that could have taken this place. All right, let's try to find the thing that I saw. Was it the decap? Because I know it's a 360 mod, so it's pretty easy to get dismembers. Let's go into Jeff Cam. Maybe yeah, that's pretty cool from Jeff Cam. I can see, yeah, that actually looks quite cool. Like you get the I don't know, the dramatic zoom out as Jeff gets kicked there. That's that's totally what I was going for. I remember now. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Shut up. Okay, but yeah, 360 mod, A1V3. I'm sure there was a deeper reason, but Christ if I remember it right now. It's pretty funny. A little bit of a chuckle. 360 mods always get me. I always like them. But let's move along nonetheless. Sorry about that one. Be Tired by Buzz. I want to say Bees, but it's Buzz, obviously. It's just capitalized a bit weird. By Buzz. Or Booze. I guess Buzz would be 2 Zs, right? So that's Booze. Yeah, Tired by Booze. Sounds, it's a pretty cool name, actually. I quite like it. Booze. I am Booze. Yeah, obviously gonna put the suspicious tag on this one. Did try to download a skin and there wasn't one. Doesn't always mean it's stolen, but I'd like to acknowledge the fact that it could be before, well, not before the video goes live, I guess when the video goes live, but before the comments. But yeah, whoever made this replay, hopefully it's Booze, it might be somebody else, but whoever made it, it's a very, 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 very cool replay. Lovely act of manipulation there, juggling Jeff quite a bit. Kick to get the bifurcate, kick to the upper body to kind of shred Jeff into a million pieces. And I thought there was a skeet. Is there a hand in the air? I always like to check, because I always miss those things. Let's see what happens to the hand there. Let's try and get a good thing. I'm just going to double check there isn't a skin I missed. Oh, well, there was something. It downloaded 2 things then. I'm not sure what it did, but at least there was something. That makes me hopeful. Alright, so the skeet came. I saw it just then when I was talking about the textures. It's there. There we are. I skeeted it onto. It's a dick skeet. It's our skeet. As Cameron would want me to say, eat, sleep, skeet, repeat. Shirt now available on our store. Check the description for links to our shop where you can buy many, many awesome merchandise. Some of it Toribash related, some of it not. Yeah, go check it out. It's all reasonably yeah. I'm glad we had this discussion, viewer. It's all reasonably priced, so go check it out. Links, like I said, links in the description. You can order in both the States and Europe, and it'll be delivered there without ridiculous delivery. Moving along, this is Spinning Jump Kick by Fereni. He's a foreigny. One of them foreignies coming over here. Farine, I guess, because it's W, right? Okay, right, yeah. This is totally a one-shot. Definitely not one of the more fluid replays we've got this week, but again, I always like to throw these in. I always like to throw in the sort of slightly stiffer one-shots, just as they kind of like, I don't know, scale it, I guess. Like this is maybe lower end of the awesome scale, whereas some of the others would be higher end, but it's still certainly on the awesome scale, And this is really cool. It is really cool. Let's see how it ends. I didn't really see that. We have an attempt at a running pause. Does kind of land it, actually. Maybe not even an attempt. Let's see it from Jeff Cam, see if we have a nice boom of this episode. Yeah, I'm going to allow that. And boom! You kind of get the top right of it, You kind of see it from the top right. It's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, one more time. And dunk. All right, moving along. This is Chilled What the Fuck by Chilladon. Like I said, this guy gets in twice because it was a total coincidence that his replay happened to be next on my inbox. And it was also Ross's Mobster pick. Nothing that says we can't do that every now and again, and this guy makes good replays, so why the fuck not? Or what the fuck not, as it were. This one, however, as you just saw, yeah, it's like the faffiest of faff, right? I mean, that is just so much faff. Obviously, a pretty cool decap. I like the decap. But it's in because, yeah, it's skill, there's no doubting that is skill. It's just kind of bizarre with how much faff it is. It's a full 360. How many? We have 2 full 360 spins to get that decap kick. Seems unnecessary, doesn't it? Still very, very cool. Let's see from Jeff Cam. Oh, boom! That's a definite boom. I withdraw my earlier one because boom, that's definitely a very good impact from Jeff Cam right there. This is cool. This is a very, very, very cool replay. Again, full of faff. I never don't put replays in because of faff, but I always feel like I feel like people are expecting me at this point to point out the faff. So yeah, a lot of faff. Let's see it one more time, and then we shall move along. Moving along, this is Combat Renewing minus 9.82 by Combat Bot, who did have a skin. I'm not sure where that's gone. Hang on. Let's just, yeah, something's downloading there. He had a skin. Definitely had a skin. I'm not sure what happened to it. My apologies. This is pretty cool. This is one of those, like, I guess how I described in the earlier days of just a replay that keeps going, It's quite fluid, not super duper fluid, but just keeps going. Like, down to the last couple of frames, he's just constantly demolishing what's left of Jeff. It's really, really, really cool. We'll try to, slow it down in our heads. Imagine it slow down, and then we might actually see what the deal is. I quite like that kick at the end. I only just saw it this time through. Check it out. It's like when Jeff's body's in the air right here, and then donk kicks it again to get another dismember. It's really, really, really nice. Not really a lot to add, honestly, without slow-mo. I really am starting to feel the burn of not having slow-mo anymore. I got really used to it. It made it a lot easier to sort of explain these sorts of replays where there's just stuff constantly going on. But I think, you can kind of see what happens there. Backwards kick to get the decap, throws Jeff's upper body, and then follow-up kick to get that dismember. Very nice, very quick, and gets a lot of destruction, which is always really, really nice to see. We'll watch it through one more time, and then move along. Okay, so this is Hayabusa M Crimson by Hayabusa 8, a guy who frequently submits very, very cool replays, and this is no exception. The thing that stood out to me, aside from all the other awesome in this well, there's that. I mean, yeah, okay, I forgot all about that. There's that. Yeah, there's that. But the thing I really liked was the way Jeff's head goes here. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's that spin. It's that little spin of Jeff's head. Whoop, and switches hands. It's a really, really nice touch. And then we obviously have this ridiculous balancing act here, and so cool. And then the body part kind of spazzes out a little bit, as that particular part does tend to do. It's got some weird physics about it. It's like once it starts spinning, it's never going to stop. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio's Totem in Inception. Nearly did it. Did you see I nearly nailed it, and then I completely forgot the word Totem. Forgot it again. It's a hard word. Shut up. All right. Not moving along. Let's watch this through one more time. Kick to the upper body, and I kind of want to see where that balancing thing starts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Funnily enough, I feel like we haven't seen that before. That's actually relatively unique in the grand scheme of Toribash Replay Showcase. Moving along, this is Wake the Beast. I believe this is our penultimate replay of today by Ruby Moth Sparchar, sort of representing both his clans there. Wake the Beast. This is... Honestly, this is what the replay I was talking about starting on, because this is really, 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 really cool. Especially the landing. The landing is great. Like, authentic, proper hero pose right there. It's actually really, really, really cool. A lot of destruction, which I... Oh, fucked up the camera, took my hand off the keyboard. That wasn't smart. Let's get a free cam angle here. So, like, a kick to... No, it's a... Yeah, dick kick. Definite... In fact, let's go verify it. Before I start throwing out dick kick assumptions, let's actually go in and verify here. Yeah, his voice is a bit squeaky after that one. I'm gonna, yeah, definitely a dick kick. All right, so we have a dick kick and a follow-up kick to the sort of like lower stomach to get the bifurcate. Didn't see what got the decap though. Let's try and get a better angle of that. I need to be this side. Okay, let's go here and oh, it's a lovely. No, wait, I still haven't got it because his head was still attached there. All right, It's like that third follow-up kick that gets the decap. That's really nice. Let's see it from Jeff Cam, try to get a better angle of it. We're going like around the world, and there's the kick. Yeah, you can kind of see the angle actually, the kick a little bit better from Jeff Cam there. If we go around, we can see it coming in. There we go. Very, very, very nice. A lot of movement, which I always like to see, and obviously a lot of destruction, which I also really, really like to see. And the sort of icing on the cake is this fantastic hero pose. Admittedly, the shutter shades help a lot with that. I mean, it just gives it this, like, warrior badass, but also kind of trendy look going on with the pose. It just looks really, 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 really cool. Anyway, moving along to our last replay of... Not today. Penultimate replay of... My bad, this isn't the last replay at all. 50 Shades of Death. I keep getting thrown off by the extra 2 replays each week. Like, I feel like there should be 10, and I've gotten pretty good at counting 10, and now I'm just completely thrown off by that. 50 Shades of Death by Firefox20. I feel like this guy has submitted before. The name rings a slight bell, but I might just be thinking of the web browser there instead of the person. So maybe this is a new submitter. Lovely Santa Claus nipple hat with a little white nipple on the end. Nice to see you, very festive. Some great manipulation, which I feel like is the highlight of that. Great follow-up kick that gets a lot of destruction. Let's try and get a better angle of that kick, actually, because I feel like it didn't stand out quite enough. Sort of just... Yeah, it kind of shreds Jeff with that one kick. It's really impressive. And the manipulation here is just fantastic. I do have a soft spot for manipulation. I'll be the first to admit that. So seeing something like this is just fantastic. Really, really, really cool. Obviously a not I can lot. Obviously a not... I did it again. I was making a joke and then I tripped myself up. Obviously not a lot I can add because it's pretty straightforward, but it's quite fun to watch through. Fantastic manipulation, and then that kick that just seems to just shred Jeff. Absolutely fantastic. But let's move along to our penultimate replay for today. Bacation Nation by Pepper Spray, or Pepper Spray as I imagine that's supposed to be. So when I saw this, I thought that's hacked. That's got to be hacked. That's got to be using a mod. And then I sort of went in frame by frame and saw what gets that bifurcate. And after that, I had to put it in. It's a shoulder barge that for some reason does enough damage. It might have something to do with the grab as well, kind of like jolting Jeff and stopping him, causing just enough damage to hit the dismemberment threshold and bifurcate Jeff. But yeah, it's a shoulder bifurcate. We've not seen that before. That is 100% original. Like I said, I thought, oh, that's hacked. That's obviously hacked, especially when you see it from behind. It just doesn't look like anything. It looks like Jeff just splits in half. But no, it's totally a shoulder bifurcate. It's shockingly original. And then also... we're gonna need a new name for that pose, I think. We don't have a Jackism. There isn't a Jackism for that pose, and I can't think of one. Like, that's ridiculous, right? And it is a pose too. He's totally balancing it. He's totally holding that. So please post, your names for that pose in the comments, because I genuinely cannot think of one. That's an original, maybe Blood Drinker, but I kind of feel like the leg has to be incorporated into the name. It's... yeah, confusing, to say the least. But also a really cool replay. Like I said, we haven't seen a shoulder decap, and we haven't seen a blood-drinking leg pose that we'll have to get a better name for eventually. Alright, anyway, let's move along to our final replay of today. Class SD, Daryl Say by Laughin. And is it any shock that Laughin's replay is awesome and our last replay for today? It's just fantastic. This guy always submits fantastic replays. Speaking of manipulation, that is... it's just phenomenally good. I mean, I don't know. I hate commenting on these replays because I can literally add nothing. These guys are just in a completely different class to me, and it's so awesome to see. It's so beautiful. I mean, look at the way Jeff's body just kind of splits off his upper body there. The legs get kicked off, the head gets kicked off, and the body just stays there floating. It is absolutely fantastic and a great replay to go out with. I actually tend to put these replays last because while I can't say much, they're good to have on in the background while I discuss the Toribash related week's events. Really cool. And speaking of discussing recent events, this episode's a day late. Sorry about that. Totally sort of like got caught up in a quasi-businessy meeting that turned into a drinky meeting that turned into me passing out on my steps on the way home. So yeah, I was expecting to be home well in time to film this episode. The meeting dragged on, and then it was like, so yeah, let's all have a drink. And I didn't want to be the arsehole who was like, no, I'm going home to make a YouTube video. It was really fucking important. It's to do with Man on Fire, for anybody wondering. I'll let you guys in on that little treat since I am late putting this up. But yeah, I was kind of trapped and then drunk, so I do apologize. Hopefully a slightly longer video by myself has made up for that. Not really anything else to talk about. Feel like I should plug it again. Morphos's pick is now in full effect. As you can see, we've had, well, a couple now, and I've got some more queued up. If you'd like to submit your replay for Morphos's pick, there's a link to our forum thread in the description of this video. Go there, post your replay. If it's good enough and picked by one of our Morphoses, or officers as they're kind of officially called, that's Ross Barker, Ceronix, and Spartacraft are our three officers right now. They'll pick and bring it to me, and I'll put it in the show for that week. So it's a way to jump the queue, essentially, and not have to wait a month or two to get your replay on the show. While you're there, go apply to our forum clan. I feel like I don't plug this enough, and I probably should. We actually do have a clan on the forums. You saw it earlier. You can get Moth next to your name and be involved in all our events. And not to spoil anything, we're going to be trying to host some more events exclusively for members of the clan in the coming months. So if you want to be involved in those, I'd recommend going to apply right now. It's all on the forums, in the clan discussion, Mafia. If you require a link, message one of us, tweet one of us, and we'll get it to you. I've been Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I hope you have. I'll see you next time. Bye.